And we would like to encourage other distributors to also collaborate with IQ. Yes, great. But let's not forget just a small detail. A good distributor is a distributor that sells. A bad distributor is a distributor that doesn't sell. Someone that collaborates a lot with IQ but doesn't sell, it's a bad distributor. Someone that doesn't collaborate with IQ but sells a lot of units is a good distributor. The perfect distributor is the one that sells a lot of units and makes Simon happy. But I do believe that at the end of every month, when Russell has to press a button to pay salaries, what do you pay? Do you pay with money or with IQ? Money. Okay. Yeah, money comes from sales. And yes, again, I mean, Simon knows that it's coming from the bottom of my heart. Again, it's true. And we can all start thinking, yes, I mean, if we don't do the latest whatever, we are not going to be able to sell. Bullshit. 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 Thank you. 2 years ago, we were here, we're like 20 miles away from here, talking about new things, about new stuff. Well, to be honest, I'm very happy to see that there is a lot of new stuff coming, so good thing about new softwares. And it's great, and I mean, new softwares will help us sell. But let's not forget that we have to sell every day, every month, every year, with the best software and with not the best software. In countries in which we can do everything, and in countries in which we can do nothing. Because if we don't sell, we don't make money. If we don't make money, they cannot develop software. And it's something that, I mean, it's 2 years ago I was talking about the saturation of the market, or the non-saturation of the market. And again, I mean, in the last months, the last year, I've been hearing it again, like, oh, I do think that my market is saturated. It's always my market. The person talking. Oh, the market has become too competitive. In the last 2 years, 3 years, I've probably been in 75 countries. That's 75. I've probably talked in front of, I don't know, 5,000 locksmiths. And you might say, well, I mean, yeah, but you work for Elmay, not in my countries. No, I've been in most of your countries, even countries in which I do not distribute. You don't want to know what I was doing there. Next one. So, I mean, this was supposed to be a red slide. Some people, I mean, the red in some countries, in some cultures is red, it's like bad things. Red is like it's too competitive, it's a cutthroat market, it's only about discount. There are too many, it's AFD, the Chinese machines, the copy machines, well, Ilco is not doing it any longer, Silka. It's the picture some people is painting about the market is like, ooh, it's the dark ages. I mean, ooh. Next one, thank you. It is not true. It's not true. And this is not an opinion, it's a fact. I mean, it's not that some people can say that this is very competitive, it's not very competitive. No, this market is not very competitive. Period. I mean, and again, it's my opinion, but in this case, my opinion is the truth. If you allow me to. If you allow me to. Why? Well, I would like to bring here someone selling shoes, or someone selling computers. That's a difficult market, in which you have 40 competitors, in which you basically have to compete on very thin things, working on this margin. This sector, is it difficult? We have a couple of competitors. Is it difficult, really? I don't think so. Next one. This was supposed to be a blue slide. Blue, this is our market. Still, and it will still be like this for a few years. It's a market in which there is not a lot of competition, in which we still can sell with quite high margins, and in which, above all, most of our potential customers still have not acquired, not even our product, any competitive product, any key programmer. Blue is the color of the sky, the color of the ocean, the color of a lot of space.
And Tesoro.
And Tesoro as well. I'm just doing free promotion for you. Next one. Okay, but you might say, well, who the hell are you to tell me how my market looks like? Johnny might be thinking, who the hell are you to tell me how Japan and Taiwan looks like?
What were you doing in Japan?
He's trying to take over Canada.
Oh, by the way, Sean and I will have a meeting with you tomorrow about Japan and Taiwan. Nothing important.
Oh, it's okay.
You might say, this is only, what do you know about my country? What do you know about my market? Okay, I know nothing. But I'm going to put a couple of examples, maybe 3 examples, maybe 4. Let's take case number 1. Case number 1, wait. Case number 1 is a country in which we started selling in 1999. That's 15 years ago. We started selling the TCL1, which was like the prehistoric tool, which was much better than the 80 tool, by the way.
You mean the one with
That's it? You're finished?
It's Silka's strongest country. They have sold 2,000 original SBBs, their strongest country in the world. We have a very strong local competitor. It's one of the few countries in the world in which there is a local company only developing local cars. And they are good, and they do a good job, and they are cheap. It's not a copy, it's not Chinese, it's a local competitor developing new software for a really, really good tool. It's a very strong competitor. There are a lot of Chinese machines, a lot of them. I mean, I can give you an example now. There is a very important presence of Abritus, with a local tech support. I know Avdi distributor in this country, I'm a very good friend of him. I know everything they have in this country, they have sold units, they do a very, very good tech support focused on the local guys. And 23% of all key cutters already have a T-code. And wait, this is a very important concept, because if you use the word locksmith, it's very dangerous, because some people then say, no, in my country we are only 60 locksmiths. Yeah, for a 30 million people country. Because some people refer to locksmiths only to certified locksmiths. Or only locksmiths are, in our case, automotive locksmiths. I talk about key cutters, people cutting keys, which is a very wide concept. But again, what I'm thinking is the potential market, it's not people working with cars, it's people cutting keys. So everybody that cuts a key, it's a potential customer. And even more if you go to automotive. But let's talk only about locksmiths. So we have a country, I mean this is not a nice picture. 15 years already, so we are not new to the market. Silka's strongest country, and Silka, they are very good in selling. They are not good at developing software for automotive, but they are very good in selling. Much better than you, and much better than me. And that's something we should learn from. There is a very strong local competitor, very strong. There is an important presence of Chinese machines, and an important presence of Avdi. Tony!
Yes.
Next one. This is going to sound familiar to you, Tony. These are the sales. This is the real growth of sales. Again, I have a witness. I have one witness here and a number of witnesses back there. This is 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 41% increase in sales. This was already 17 or 16, I don't remember. This is 41. 2013, in this country, sales increased by 41%. Next one. This country is the United States. United States, always in our conversations, since I joined this company, have been the mature market. We've been there for ages, we have sold a lot of machines, blah, 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 blah. It's the mature market. The mature market grew last year 41%. If that's a mature market, is it? Is it saturated? Thank you. Next one.
No. Don't forget they invented the world as well.
Oh, they invented the world. True. Oh, you invented the T-code. True.
Baseball, football.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
and again, this is a very nice case because we know exactly what happened. It's not that it was like boom, 41%. No, we did something, and that something delivered 40% growth. Sorry, delivered almost 20% one year, 41% on another year. Well, we did something. We did many things. We did one main thing and a number of collateral things, and it happened here. Actually, it started happening after the meeting here in 2012. A couple of months after the meeting here, we had another meeting in the States, and things started moving. Next one. Hey, Mr. Presidio! Hey, if you don't recognize that guy is the American guy with the cap, the flags.
He did have more hair then.
With a hat.
That big on looks.
Mr. Tony Presidio, commercial manager of United States, AD USA in the States. 10 years younger in here. That was 2 years ago. Next one. And this is much more important than Tony. Much more important. The real commercial manager of the company is this lady. What did we do 2 years ago in the States? What did we do? Okay, in the States we have a company, ADUSA. And ADUSA sells through sub-distributors. There are between 40 and 50 distributors in the States. They are regional, some are national. We don't respect areas. All of them can sell all across the States. Okay. Most of the distributors in the States, they are companies doing traditional locksmithing products. Cutting machines, doorknobs, deadlocks, locks, padlocks, all that kind of stuff. And we were feeling, and we still feel it, that most of those distributors, traditional locksmith distributors, were not understanding our product. We're not being able to transmit our product. So, can you go up a couple times? So, I mean, to be honest, this was not a good evolution. I remember a couple of years ago, I remember talking to the people in the States, telling them, we, Elme, we are doing this, while you are only doing this. So, it's not something that, I mean, this was our traditional sub-distributors just promoting the product, just talking to customers, but again, on a passive way. So they were organizing some shows, customers were going there, they were talking about the key programming, but without a proactive attitude. This one. This is the proactive attitude. Last year, we took this band I mean, that's only a list. We took this band to what, 70, 80 places? We spent almost 4 months on the road. We talked to our sub-distributors and we told them, we want to do one show for you. We want to do a class, but only focused on key programming. We went and we forced them to gather customers. We told them, look for customers that also don't have the tool. Bring them to the shows. We probably saw 3,000 new faces in the last 2 years. Again, 41%. I will repeat it a few times. This market, it is not that this market is not saturated. This is the least saturated market I've seen in my life. The least saturated market I've seen in my life. And I've seen a few. And again, I've seen the same picture in all the countries I've visited. Small differences up and down, but it's all around the world the same. But if you believe that by standing behind your counter, you are going to grow this business, what you should do tomorrow, talk to Sean and give him back your distributorship. Because you are not going to sell anything. You will sell 2, 1. We have to look for customers. And again, you might say, all the customers in my country know who I am? No. And again, going back to the States, Mr. Presidio and myself spent a nice 24 hours in Florida last week. That was a lovely trip. I do recommend all of you to travel with Mr. Presidio. We went to visit a distributor in Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, it's a city in the north of Florida, 1 million people, roughly, 800,000 people. We have a distributor, one of our sub-distributors in the States, it's in Jacksonville. And it's been there for the last 10 years. And it's someone who is quite good. It's a small distributor, but everybody knows her. I mean, if there is a girl managing the place, everybody knows her. And we went there, we wanted to, wait for customers, but it was a Monday, not many customers were coming, so what we did, we talked to this girl, said, okay, why don't you phone a few of your customers and arrange some appointment for us? Okay, she